Back with another episode of Fit Talk and Motivation with Mtmjfitpodcast. I am your motivator and your personal trainer. Oh no. Okay, we won't have that, y'all. Yeah, so we now know that the battery ain't working. Let's get this podcast going. Wife just left to go get the kids. Got my guy Rick coming to work on vanity and the sink today. So we need to carve out the time to knock this podcast out. Man, next week's Valentine's Day. And we know how social people can be with their Valentine's presents and how important February 14th is to folks. But today's podcast is going to be about love, a little bit of misunderstanding, if that makes sense. Talking about my experiences over the last almost 2 decades with my wife when it comes to Valentine's Day. The anxiety that goes into Valentine's Day for men, boys, children. It's a lot. Like, what if I don't get the best gift? And because I used to be that way. But we're on episode 17, I think. Episode 17, season 2. Yeah, we flying through these episodes, man. I know I was thinking about, we're on episode 17. It's confirmed. Woo! Episode 17, man. I hope everybody ready. But let's intro this podcast. Got a new little idea in my mind, so I'm gonna try it. See how the algorithms work, and yeah, go from there. Let's get it. What just happened? Everything just shut down, y'all. We have nothing. Oh no. Let's go. Man, how you feel when you hear this song? How you feel when you hear this? How do you feel when you feel this song? I don't know. I feel like, hey, I don't know. See, but look, that's the feeling most people get when they're trying to decide what gift they're going to get their significant other. This goes back to Joe talking about Christmas. Like, you had to spend the last year just really thinking about it. But look, if you don't know, hey, look, you better figure it out. Because that one day can make or break your relationship. But then look, man. Hey, look. Everyone wants to be loved, right? But my thing is, when February 14th comes, that shouldn't be the only day. So, let's get it. Welcome to another episode of Fit Talk and Motivation. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Shout out to everyone who is vibing through Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Spreaker. Wherever you listen to the podcast, thank you, man. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you rate and review wherever you can rate and review. Let's get it. More. Yeah. Hey. This has been a fast week. I've been preaching I'm retired. And I thought being like having all this free time that I would be able to accomplish so much. Man, time is flying. Yeah. I hope you're vibing with me, man. If you're in your car, hey, cut the music up. Listen to my voice. Let's get it. Picking gifts for Valentine's Day can really make you insecure. Ooh, got another one. Let's fix this. Nah, 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 nah. Right now we're listening to Neo for YouTube. Hey, you're missing the vibes right now. Let's get it. Hey. Shout out to all my continual listeners, man. All my supporters, man. Shout out to all the streaming sites, man. I've been getting more and more emails requesting to have my podcast on their streaming service. And I am grateful, so grateful. Because in my mind, the more ears, the more exposure, the more sponsors. Let's get it. Hey. All because of you. Oh, ordinary people. Man, look, I remember back in high school, right? And I'm gonna tell you about Valentine's Day because I have a lot of experiences, positive and negative. But this was one of the songs. I remember breaking my neck to sing this song to a girl when I was in high school. Let's get it. First of all, I was entirely too young to be in love with somebody talking about the honeymoon. But now, hey. That's what I should have told myself. Let's take it slow. We're just ordinary people. Boy, baby, we should take it slow. Trying to move too daggone fast. This time we take it slow. Oh, then we're going. Oh, oh. Hey. Thank you for listening to episode 17, man. Vibe with me. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, man. Hey, this is an early podcast for Valentine's Day. But look, I hope I can show my appreciation to you. Let's get it. Woo. Got to get that noise, y'all. Bear with me. I'm sorry. We're working as we go. Like I told you, I'm a one-man band. So I am the whatever. I am the audio man, the cameraman, the host, the producer, the editor. I'm all that. And I love this shit. Mm. Hey, baby. I know y'all probably want to hear this go, but let's go. So look, I'm not the most romantic guy, but lately, me and my wife been taking a lot of walks. A lot of romantic walks. We've been vibing with each other. Let's get it. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, hey, hey. This is episode 17. Make sure you subscribe. Rate and review. Let's get it. Cut this up. Gotta cut this up. Cut it up. Cut it up in my ear. Let's go. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind. Now I can see. Hey. We vibing right now, baby, YouTube. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Oh, we get ready to get this podcast started. We got a good episode for you. Let's get it. Hold on. We get ready to start in a little bit. Let's go. Oh, it ain't squeaky clean. Hey. Put your pen up, put your good foot down. All right, let's get this podcast going, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's go. So look, Valentine's Day has been one of those, how do I say it, more than interesting things for me, because each year I want to outdo myself. I remember one time, me and my wife really didn't have a conversation. I mean, not a conversation, but competition. But it was almost like we was at a race and a chase to show each other how much we appreciate it. And be honest with you, for a few years, I took it for granted, man, how much she cared, right? I used to always fuss about like little things. Like I always used to question her support and all that other good stuff. But look, let me tell you something, man, about life, right? Women, right, women are intentional people. So like when they make you a priority, whether it's love, whether it's intimacy, whether it's jokes, laughter, crying, emotions, all that good stuff, you better respect it, because it's hard to find a woman who truly cares, and will do anything for you. Like I told somebody the other day, they don't make guys like me no more. And I meant that. Like real men who would do whatever they need to do for their family. They don't. So just to get this podcast started, like when I first met my wife, like I really didn't know her. I didn't have too many people in my life to really show me how to show intimacy towards your wife, show intimacy towards your girlfriend. Just being I think I would consider myself a gentleman. I'm not the best guy. Like I don't open doors all the time, maybe. I don't there's some things I could do better. Being more romantic. I call myself now a hopeless romantic. And the reason I say that is the hopeless part is it's not always the most consistent, but I have my own unique way of showing my affection towards my wife. Whether it's the jokes, whether like at this point now she understands. Like if I tap her, it's not necessarily harmful. There's no malicious intent behind it, but you know, that's how I'm showing her like being intentional, me being intentional. But I think sometimes, right, and I always say this is, and it took me a while to learn this, not to invest so much time into one day, right? Because when you plan to spend a lifetime with your partner, like it should be about 365 days. What have you done on the 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, days leading up to that? How did you show your love towards the person? And I think when you the vibrations are pointed so towards the 14th, you lose so much moxie because people make that massive investment for one day, like whether it's your birthday, whether it's Christmas, whether it's anniversary, and then you probably treated your partner like shit the entire year. And now you got to spend one whole day trying to make up for what you didn't do the other 364 days, right? The restaurants are crowded. The store shelves are empty. They dedicate a half an hour to just showing love. And the market really doesn't know exactly the blowback, what they're going to get out of it, right? So like it becomes a social media thing, right? So going into that, folks spend so much time on social media, man. Like whether it's telling their business, whether it's pretending to be something or and whatnot. So I came across this Instagram post, right? And I kind of wanted y'all to hear this, right? And we'll talk about it after that, right? Let me get the post because I want y'all to hear it word for word. Because when I first heard it, I said, man, I can't relate, right? You're not fighting for me. In that moment, you fighting for yourself. So let's find it. Let's find it. Damn, Joe made the shade room. Let's get it. So right now, YouTube, we are listening to Jim Jones. Rich people shit. The fuck? Listen to me. The bill is $29,000. That's rich people shit. Sound like to me. I don't have 29,000 to go and spend on someone else getting rich. Like I would take that 29,000 and reinvest it into something else that brings me financial security long term. But that's not my problem with Jim Jones. You know why? Because I know Jim Jones to be that nigga's a grinder. He's been grinding. That's not my my freaking problem. My problem is like these guys are hood guys, and most hood guys aren't social media. They don't go about doing that. But I also was listening to 2 Chainz do an interview, and 2 Chainz was just talking about now the way to get action is by using social media. But like you can get action by not sounding spoiled. Like, first of all, I hear you gotta call ahead and schedule that VIP room so they know who you are. Like, is it a possibility you went in there and you was acting like a complete ass? Or like your entourage might not be to your level, and you may have said, "I'm gonna bring 4 people," but you ended up coming with 10. See, like folks don't think about like how things look on the surface, right? Like you got to read the room. Like that's why I say like intelligence is important, man. Like it's okay to use social media to like air your grievances. I get it. Like we live in an age where like everything has to be posted. Like I'm at lunch with my wife. We doing a date, right? And I'm watching my surroundings. I'm always observing. But the first thing I kick is a mom. She got like her food. Instead of enjoying that time with your friend, they are taking pictures with their drinks, blah, 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 like this. When I go out, I'm enjoying the atmosphere. Like, I'm enjoying the free time, like the brotherhood or whatever it is. I don't have time to be sitting there with with my cell phone dead smack in my face for my YouTube viewers, man. I just can't do it, man. But I'm gonna tell you, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, man. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Next week I have an amazing pastor on the podcast, right? I'm gonna get back into what I was talking about, but I got an amazing pastor on the podcast. Backstory, man. We met Pastor Adgerston. Man, look, I said I didn't want to mess his name up. Perstine Adgerston, through my wife's co-worker back in the day. Like, they both worked at a clothing store. And at the time, we were looking for a place to have my son, Christian. We went there, and when I say from that day, I really felt the love. It reminded me a lot of the church that I went to back in the past when I was growing up. So it was easy to entrench myself into the church and whatnot. But I knew, like, the time we in, and I wanted my viewers to and my listeners to. I like bringing on positivity because I'm a positive person, and I thought to myself, there's no one greater than my pastor. Like, so when y'all listen to him, like, he is from the hood, right? He was raised in D.C. School forgot about him. He went to the military, got his GED, went to college, failed in college. God gave him a break. He was able to get his degree, and he became a dentist. Like, for me, that's like the life I'm trying to live. I went through a lot of ups and downs too growing up. No father, visible mom, but wasn't consistent. I was raised by my grandmother who kept me in the church. He was raised, his parents brought him up in the church, a traditional church, and he didn't want to be traditional, So those qualities, his aura, his ministry, his delivery, all that brought me to him. So man, I hope you look forward to that episode, man. It's gonna be amazing, I promise you. I'm trying not to get nervous, just thinking about like how I'm gonna talk to her, the questions and whatnot. But anywho, back to that, man. I think there was a better way to handle that. And hearing the noise in the back of that video probably played into a role. We got to understand, as Black people, and it's sad, our delivery is important. If you come in there a little ghetto, a little out there, extra, you bring maybe more entourage than expected, you have an expectation that maybe they're not going to treat you that way. But do not we shouldn't give our money to them. We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do that. Gucci makes good clothing, right? That's out of my tax bracket, right? He has millions of followers. There's 20% of his followers who are actually in his tax bracket. Think about the other 80% that is not. The scammers are in his tax bracket too. They are on his followers. Like, just think about that, man. Like, we got to really think about that. So look, man, one thing I try to do now, like really, really, really is not even trying to do now. I've been doing it for a while when it comes to my wife. And yesterday I said something to her that proved to me that she has really leveled up as far as her beauty, as far as her kind heart, her kind soul, her loving personality, and that smell. Man, it's been the smell, right, with my wife, man, that she's had since the day I met her. And I can still, like, look, she brought up this, right, a couple weeks ago, if we was having a competition, like, being able to smell out your partner, she wouldn't worry about it, because it's true. I call it sweet pussy, right? Right, that's what I call her, right? But I said something to her that in the moment, I don't think she knew why I asked her, but one of the things I try to do, I think most humans want to do, is when you look in the mirror, you want to be comfortable with the person you are and the person in your skin, just you and your skin, right? So I said to her, right, on our ride home as we just was vibing, I said, babe, you want to get a mommy makeover? You know what she said? And it warmed my heart. Because I sit back and you look at the people that's getting the mommy makeover and how extra they can be when it comes to social media. And then my wife, she's on social media too heavy, especially when she go out and she turning up, living that adult life. But I said it to her, and she was like, "No, I don't need no mommy makeover. I just want to get rid of my midsection and all that good stuff." And I said to myself, "Man, yes, my wife is beautiful. She is really, um, what's the word? Self-conscious she used to be, right? So to hear that she is really vibing up, right? The way she carrying herself, the way she dressing when she go to work, just the vibe lately with us has been amazing, man. And this is the first time this year I think we both were working on Valentine's Day, so I got something in store for her on the day after, right? To really show her how much I care. We just gonna vibe, just chill and do our thing. What else I got? Man, I came into this podcast, y'all, with so much stuff to talk about, and we blanking on it. Are we blanking on it? Yeah, we blanking on it. I don't know if I got anything else, y'all. I do got some motivation, man. Oh no, we ain't finished. So back in the day, right? I went to high school, right? And this is a Valentine's Day thing, right? This is when I found out sometimes it ain't about the cost of the gift, the meaning of the gift. Man, I remember buying this girl this entire outfit and bringing it into school, right? And this is why I say I keep like my friends. I actually follow these people on social media still. And I hope to God they hear this. But I bought this whole little outfit or whatnot, right? Bought the outfit, was walking to school. I can't remember whether my friends saw the outfit or not. Because I used to walk to school with a group of people every day. But anyway, get an outfit to the girl, get clowned instantly. She ended up, I don't even know what happened with the outfit, but I know she didn't end up leaving the school with it. I don't know if it made it to the dumpster. I don't know if she gave it to somebody else. Yeah. But I say that's to say, man, don't allow social media to influence how you vibe with women. The game is being jacked up right now because men are so intentional on spending hundreds of dollars on a woman who don't naturally care about them, right? And I say this to say because while we was at lunch yesterday, I was inserted into a conversation I didn't necessarily ask to be in, right? And I'm listening to this lady, right? She looks like she's in her early 40s. She's complaining. She's talking about the school and COVID, and she's saying like her child had to been out twice because of COVID and had to quarantine, and the school gave her back $20 a day. $20 a day. Then she commenced to blurt out, "Yeah, I paid $1,700 a child for tuition for them to go to elementary school." So I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, man, I'm paying $1,700 a child. Y'all better be making sure my child don't get COVID, right? And you ain't about to just give me $20 a day. But anywho, yeah, she was black. And you can't judge a book by its cover, but she was judged. She looked a mess. She had BDBs, she had two cornrows, the child looked like they was wearing hand-me-downs. But that's normally what you see in the Caucasian group. Like, we judge a person by the clothes that they have on. Meanwhile, their bank account can be like outrageous. Meanwhile, black people invest so much into their outer appearance and they have no long-term wealth, right? They spend so much time trying to show off for social media. They spend so much time trying to show off in the public, and they have no money saved, no savings, no no stocks, no nothing, no interest accounts, no money under the mattress, no nothing. So then she comes back right after taking her child to the bathroom, right? Yeah, that's why our kids ain't going to school no more for the rest of the year. I'm pulling my kids out of school. She can do that now, y'all, because her kids go to a private school where you have to pay tuition. So she can pull her kids out and won't have no repercussions or whatnot, right? But then she says, right, her husband doesn't want to do anything, and all she wants to do is just spend the money. So it got me to thinking, man, like when you trying to get out here and you buy love, women, right, you can buy them up until they just all sold out. That's why, like, you see so many of these artists dating the same girl. She done been passed down by 5 dudes. Because once she gets over you, if you don't have nothing else to bring to the table other than your pockets and your finances, where do you go? Like, naturally. Like, my wife is spoiled, right? But I can tell my wife genuinely loves me. And lately, you can tell all she's been wanting is my time and attention, right? So time and attention, man, being intentional, not trying to be so social, right? Making sure you invest in it in your future and all that stuff matters, right? And if you can't do all those things and you just feel like every problem needs to be solved by $1, man, you losing out, right? Man, I was talking to a family member, right? And this is something I already knew. When their parents died, the daughter drained their accounts and didn't share none of the money with nobody. And he said one account had almost 70 grand in it. Dude, like, being influenced by money only leads to pain, right? Happiness is more important than having like tons of money. Your richest person is the most loneliest person. And you hear it all the time in social when you see people screaming and crying for help, right? So be intentional. Cut the social. Love on your people. Have a great, happy Valentine's. I am your motivator, your personal trainer. You have been listening to episode 17. Make sure you rate and review. Make sure you subscribe, comment below. Tell me what you thought about this podcast. I am your motivator. Peace.